Right here, there's Greene on the other side. Hi, my name is Nico. I'm here today to talk about should First Amendment rights include businesses, organizations, and private citizens. The First Amendment clearly states Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievance. In 2021, Jongruden resigned as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. Due to the inappropriate email exchange between former Washington Commander President General Manager Bruce Allen while he was employed at ESPN from 2009 through 2017. The discovery of the emails were due to the investigation of former Washington Commander under Dan Snyder for mistreatment of women in the workplace. The email contained some racist, sexist, homophobic, and transphobic slurs, as he was describing members within the National Football League dating back from 2011 through 2018. In 2014, he wasn't pleased when an NFL organization drafted an openly gay man named Michael Sam. By the way, he ended up coaching the first openly gay active player named paulmdavis in 2020. In 2017, he took issue with current Commissioner Roger Goodell for hiring women as full-time referees. In 2011, he also took issue with former executive director of the National Football League Player Association, DeMaurice Smith, when it came to the collective bargaining agreement between the NFL and the Players Association. So therefore, John called him rebel. In November 2021, Jongruden filed a lawsuit against the NFL in Clark County, Nevada. John Thought current commissioner Roger Goodell wrongfully forced him to resign as head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. What? Oh! After more than 2 years later, John's case against the NFL will finally take place at the Nevada Supreme Court on January 10th, 2024. The miakhalifa backlash from a social media page during October 2023. What? Oh! Because she said on X, if you can see, or I meant to say, you can look at the situation in Palestine and not be on the side of Palestinians, then you are on the wrong side of apartheid. And history will show that in time. She was just giving her thoughts on the war between Hamas and Israel. And by the way, she's from Lebanon, which is her birthplace. So a Canadian company called Red Light Holland cut business ties with Mia because of her statements on X. What? Oh!
You're fired.
At the Red Light Holland, CEO Todd Shapiro terminate their partnership together. Mia said in response on X. I just want to make sure there's 4K footages of my people breaking down the wall of the open air prison. They have been forced out of their home and into, so we have good options for the history book that writes about how they free themselves from apartheid. Please worry about your sad little company lacking direction and purpose before you utter my name again. I stand with all people fighting oppression, now and always. Do your research before begging for my investment in your little project. I'm from Lebanon. You are insane for expecting me to be on the side of colonials. You fucking weirdo. Then said, I said support Palestine has lost me business opportunities, but I am more angry at myself for not checking whether or not I was entering into a business with Zion. My bad. That's the most press you will ever get out of me for your shitty little company. You quite literally couldn't pay me to post about it publicly before because I thought it was so bad. Free Palestine to Palestine is free. Then Playboy decide to tell miakhalifa on October 9th.
You're fired.
So Playboy left a statement here. Dear Creator Community, we are writing today to let you know of our decision to terminate Playboy relationship with miakhalifa, including deleting Mia's Playboy channel on our Creator platform. For the past few days, media may discussing reputable comments celebrating Hamas' attack on Israel and the murder of innocent men, women, and children. At Playboy, we encourage free expression and constructive political debate, but we have a zero tolerance policy for hate speech. We expect Mia to understand that her words and actions have consequences. We include the letter we share with Mia below. Thank you, Playboy Son. What? Oh! On January 6, 2021, Paulmdavis was one of the people who lost their jobs after protesting at the U.S. Capitol. And he posted a video from the Capitol on social media. Watch this.
A North Texas attorney is no longer employed because of videos he shared on social media which show him protesting outside the Capitol building Wednesday.
The fact that they will not let us inspect any of the ballots or the machines should tell you something.
Paulmdavis is one of thousands who protested unsubstantiated claims of election fraud outside the Capitol. He says in a video he posted, he was trying to get inside.
We're all trying to get into the Capitol to stop this. And this is what's happening. They're tear gassing us.
A screen recording of Davis's video.
What? Oh!
Was posted to Twitter by journalist Roger Sollenberger, who writes for Salon out of Austin. Sollenberger identified Davis as Associate General Counsel at Goosehead Insurance. More than 1.7 million views later, Davis is out of a job. Goosehead Insurance, located in Westlake on the border of Denton and Tarrant counties, pinned a tweet to its Twitter account Thursday afternoon saying, Paulmdavis, Associate General Counsel, is no longer employed by Goosehead. Fox 4 called the company for more details. This is the voicemail we heard.
Thank you for contacting Goosehead.
You're fired.
The employee involved in the protest at the Capitol is no longer employed with us.
The company later confirmed to Fox 4 that Davis is no longer employed because of his participation in the events at the Capitol. It's important to point out that from what Davis posted to social media, there is no evidence he committed a crime.
We're all trying to get into the Capitol to stop this.
Davis did say they were all trying to get into the Capitol, but Thursday, in a series of new posts, he says, in part, I was peacefully demonstrating. I was not trying to break in, was just talking to police officers and praying over them. The Twitter video is out of context. I'm not calling for violence here. I think MLK-style civil disobedience is the way to go to demand a full audit of the vote.
All we're doing is demanding that our public officials audit the vote, audit the Dominion machines, audit the ballot.
Again, it's unsubstantiated claims of election fraud that led to protests, riots, and chaos at the Capitol.
And that was a crazy situation. As you can see in the video, he just expressed his frustration about the 2020 election result in a nonviolent way, while he was still employed at Goosehead Insurance in Westlake, Texas, which I had never done, by the way. But he never entered the U.S. Capitol building along with other protesters on January 6, 2021. Also, in 2021, Davis never was charged for his role at the U.S. Capitol after being with the FBI. Davis still to this day does not regret exercising his First Amendment rights outside the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021. On December 27, 2023, former University of Wisconsin-La Crosse Chancellor Joegow, fired by the University of Wisconsin Board of Regents after 17 years. For posting adult content online, which featured him and his wife, Carmen Wilson. They never gave him a chance to address all the content, which featured him and his wife, Carmen, on OnlyFans, along with other adult sites under account name Sexy Happy Couple. Also, never told him what policies were infringed under the University of Wisconsin system guidelines. UW system President Jay Rothman thought Joe's action was heroic. Also think it caused significant reputational harm to the institution. What? Oh! Board of Regents President Karen Welch, along with other board members, thought Joe's action was reckless, alarming, and disgusting for his position as chancellor. Joe still believed his action was consensual and defensible under the First Amendment. Also, Rothman thought Joe should have reported him about his second job, which was none of his business, in my opinion. Joe claimed they never received any money from the adult content online, but he ended up paying around $80,000 for equipment alone. During the WKBT interview, Joe said the Regents have a policy that called the commitment to academic freedom and freedom of expression. And it's designed to not only protect but encourage people to explore controversial topics. Also, Joe said, I think this sends a very troubling signal to everybody in the universities of Wisconsin system that the writings really aren't about free speech. The gals has a prior history when it comes to adult content. Both Joe and Carmen Gow have been doing adult content privately for over a decade. In 2018, Joe brought adult film star miakhalifa onto the UW La Crosse campus to talk about intercourse in the adult industry itself. The UW system president, Ray Cross, wasn't pleased with Joe's decision. At the Hartley plea on campus, Joe cost himself $25,600 raise to bring her on campus alone by the UW system. Mina and the gal also were featured on the YouTube channel called Sexy Healthy Cooking. Man, everything is cooking with them right now. What? Oh! Since 2015, the gals produced 2 books detailing their personal experience with one another. Joe thinking about filing a lawsuit against the University of Wisconsin system for his freedom of speech. Here's my final thoughts on the subject alone. I think Jongruden was treated wrong in his instance because there's a private email. And the email only occurred when he was at ESPN at the time. It didn't occur as an employer, as a head coach of the Raiders. Miakhalifa, I don't think it was hate speech what she said at all. She just saying her position about the history between the two countries that's going at it in war over land. And I don't even condone violence at no kind whatsoever when it comes to women and children and men. I think we all should have peace. But I also think people should have their own freedom of speech, say whatever they want off their chest. And I say for Paulmdavis, unfortunately though, he lost his job for being at the Capitol on January 6th in 2021. I'm not even gonna get in detail what happened with the election and stuff. That's up to the people to decide. But the last time I checked, the U.S. Capitol is the people's house. People should have every right to go and peacefully protest without even suffering any repercussions from their job. I wish he could have done this a lot better instead of posting this stuff online where his job is associated with his job. It was kind of reckless on his part. And I said for joegow and his wife, Honestly, I think their marriage got even stronger than ever before. It was two considered adults, and I don't think it was nobody's business. They just wanted to spice things up in their marriage. I wish the Board of Regents would never overreacted the way they did. I wish they would have approached him and asked him the question, why did you do it? At least give the man a chance to fight for his job. I do understand, though, there's certain rules for certain positions in all walks of life when it comes to organization. Even though the stuff he did was immoral. But at the same time, though, people shouldn't be losing their job, expressing their love with a spouse. So to answer the question, the First Amendment rights include businesses, organizations, and private citizens? I think yes. And I'm going to leave it at that.